As always, we start with a patient who is looked after by a physician, and most likely by a dietitian. There should be an ongoing communication between these people. So far this is normal. However, here is where the difference starts. To avoid people who are not trained in the administering of the KD, getting their hands on the software, selling their services to the public, there is a licensing requirement to run this software. This license can be acquired by referral to Keto-Cloud by an already licensed physician. The responsibility lays with the referring physician. There is no way to ascertain by Keto-Cloud if any physician has the relevant experience. Most physicians have their own favorite dietitian. They can license their favorite dietitian again by just forwarding the referral to Keto-Cloud. The responsibility remains with the referring physician. Patients. All patients require a license to, again to avoid people to experiment with the ketogenic diet with possible grave results. To create ketogenic meals we have to have a database with ingredients. We call it the pantry. This pantry is filled from the larger online databases, e.g. USDA. These databases need to be approved before any ingredients can be selected. Who is better than the dietitian to control/approve or to generate their own the databases? At this point we are ready to start calculating, but first the ketogenic variables like fat, protein, and carbohydrate will have to be determined by the physician in charge. This is done with the physician's application. No one else has access to the physician's patient's information until the physician hands the patient over to another licensed physician. The first meal can be calculated and prepared. Congratulations! However, what is the point if you can't store already created menus? This is why a menu depository was created. To keep the ketogenic variables up to date, the physician needs to have feedback from the patient. Feedback on seizure type, other conditions like energy levels, lethargy, ketone levels, etc. also provided with the feedback loop. Okay, we have a menu depository, but we also saw that the ketogenic variables can and will change from time to time. So, when we retrieve an old menu, the old ketogenic variables are automatically replaced by the new ones. The patient doesn't even see it. So we now have stored menus. Why not select menus for the whole week? This way we can see that we don't have the same meal over and over. And why not list all the ingredients so we can have a quick look what we need from the corner shop? Pretty cool. Hey! If we have all these stored menus, would it not be nice to share them with others? This can be done by publishing the menu. There needs to be a way to retrieve these menus too, your own or anybody else's too. Their ketogenic variables will be replaced by our current ketogenic variables and quickly recalculated. Now since we start knowing quite a lot about the patients, we need some kind of administration approved by the country's privacy laws. Hospitals, physicians and dietitians can be held personally responsible as a neglect of duty under the nation's law if that is not done right. Both the physician and the dietitian need to have access to this database, which includes the patient's contact details, the patient's medical history, etc. When we have all this information stored, we can graph the data and determine progress, success, and cause and effect of changes in the ketogenic diet. Back to the menus. By the way, dietitians can create menus and publish them too. They can even select who can retrieve them. Everybody who uses the Keto-Cloud software or just their patients for a selection of their patients. As I spoke about before, a physician might want to retire, go on holidays, or well, let's say, prefers another physician to deal with a particular patient. This can be done with patient transfer. When a licensed physician is approached by a colleague with the request to become a licensed Keto-Cloud physician too, The already licensed physician can simply fill out a form with the details of the physician to be licensed. This is to the discretion of the already licensed physician. The software for the patients needs to be easy to operate and must be in many languages. And for the physicians and the dietitians, all of this required a dedicated team that includes in the first place the